police in Germany say several people have been injured after a stabbing in the city of Mannheim. The knifeman, who targeted a right-wing demonstration, was shot by police after the attack. Let's bring in our Europe correspondent, Adam Parsons. Adam, afternoon to you. What more do we know about this?
Yeah, so this happened in the town of Mannheim, in the centre of it, in the marketplace, and it revolves around an event that was being held by a man called Michael Sternsberger, who leads a group called Pax Europa, which is a reasonably well-known anti-Islamic group. So he is a well-known polemicist, and what appears to have happened at 11:30 this morning, and this is from a statement by them, from comments by bystanders, I have to say from a particularly graphic video that has emerged on social media, was that while they were setting up for this event, a man with a large knife approached the stand and began stabbing people. One person was, in this video we see, lying on the ground with a large wound to his leg. We believe that is Michael Sterzenberger, and then the man with the knife is manhandled off Mr. Sterzenberger and then attacks a couple of other people, including a police officer who he stabs in the neck before an armed policeman fires at this attacker who then rolls over. That's the scene that I think we can paint, Kamali. In terms of the details, well, Mr. Sterzenberger, we understand, does have serious stab wounds to his face and to his leg. He has now been transported away from Mannheim, which you're seeing there, and has been taken to a place called Ludwigshafen, to the trauma clinic there. Other members of that group, Pax Europa, have also received treatment for wounds. Clearly, the policeman who was stabbed in the back of the neck is also going to receive serious treatment. We are told that some of these victims are in a serious condition. The police have not commented. There are reports that the attacker who was shot has survived that shooting, but clearly this comes against a pretty turbulent backdrop. The European elections are just round the corner. The voting in that will be taking place next week, and we'll finish up not this weekend, the following weekend. And we also know that that there's been rising support for groups from the far right, from populist nationalist movements. We know that questions about immigration and integration have been central to the debate in many European countries, including Germany, over the past decade or so. Frankly, ever since Germany, under the leadership of Angela Merkel, threw open its doors to 1 million people fleeing Syria, that question of immigration and migration has been a huge part of their political debate. The AfD, the very far-right political party, is predicted to do really quite well in the forthcoming European elections, despite the fact that it has been berated and criticised for its opinions in Germany and indeed across Europe. So they, well, I'm sure, point to this as being yet another example of tension between different ethnic groups, and what they will say will be intolerance towards dissent. Pax Europa, the group that Mr. Sterzenberger leads, has reacted with a sense of horror, saying that this is terrible news. And of course, we await any news about the conditions of the people who suffered what looked on the face of it to be very serious injuries.
Do indeed. All right, Adam Parsons there from Brussels. Thanks for the update.